Hello, it's me back again with another video, the penultimate video for Dancing with the Stars season 24, week 10. The finals was last night, and um, this is probably going to be a short video, shorter than my shortest video of the season. Probably tomorrow will be the shortest, but yeah, we are here at the finals with our top three, David, Normani, and Rashad. And all four judges are there. Aaron and Tom are there. Really quick before I get into it, I just want to say rest in peace to all the lives and people who were lost at that senseless act in Manchester at the Ariana Grande concert. Um, a bunch of young people lost their lives. I think it was 22. Yeah, just really sad, and I can't even imagine just what they're going through, what families are going through, what their friends are going through. Just thinking about the fact that your child, because I think all of them probably were children, or at least just very young people who went to this concert. Um, yeah, just sad. So rest in peace to all of them. Just want to say that. So yeah, let's just go ahead and get into this video. I think I'm going to talk about each couple separately. I'm not going to do free or divide it into redemption or freestyle. So kind of like I did for the last round or video. Um, so David and Lindsay were up first. Their first dance, of course, round one was the redemption. So their first dance was Vini's Waltz. They got a 33 for that. I saw the improvement. Julianne saw the improvement. There was improvement. He definitely wasn't as clunky and as shuffly as he was in his first one, and his posture was much better. His frame was much better, and honestly, he's just kind of just a much better dancer anyway. So it just looked better. There were still problems, yes. It was technically imperfect. Um, he still had issues with his footwork, and still, although his posture was much better, it could have been even better than it was. But um, I thought there was I thought there was a lot of improvement. I could have seen them give it one more nine, but I thought the score was probably about appropriate. I could see one to two more nines given, but kind of right there in the 33 to 35 range. Um, Yeah, his freestyle was next though, and I have to say I've talked about this every single video I think I've done. I've talked about how amazed I am at Lindsay, but I truly am. She's truly a gem, a diamond. She's amazing. She's super smart as a pro. She knows exactly how to choreograph a dance to make sure her partner looks good. And as I've said before, that's something that not everybody on this show possesses. And on top of that, she's very creative. And you go further than that, the only two pros who really kind of are able to get both of those have been Mark and Derek. And she's well on her way to being on that path. She's every single time she's done a freestyle, it's been amazing. It's been perfect for her partner. She's never done anything that doesn't make sense for her partner. It's always been something that her partner can do, something her partner can connect to. Um, and honestly, that's probably the biggest challenge of the freestyle, is making sure it's something your partner can do that is fun or interesting to watch, that your partner can connect to, that your partner can grasp, and that your partner can really perform. That's something really hard, and not every pro who's been in the finals has grasped onto that concept. We'll talk about one of the pros who hasn't next. But yeah, it's a very difficult skill, but she has it. And I said this in season 16. I was like, she has a lot that she needs to work on, but this girl is going to be amazing. Because some of the dances she did with Victor were really, really good. Um, Yeah, and I always thought she was going to be amazing, and yep, she is. And I'm glad that the show put her in the troupe just for a little bit to make sure she could blossom and bloom and turn into this amazing pro that we're seeing right now. I'm seeing her work right now. Up next was oh so yeah, they got a perfect score. It was amazing dance. David did amazingly well. It was fun. He stayed in sync with everybody. He hit every move. He was right on time. He was great. I loved it. Loved it. It was my second favorite, probably second favorite freestyle of the night. My third favorite dance. Up next was Normani and Val. In their redemption, they had Quick Step and they got a 38 for that. Um, I'm going to say, first of all, before we get started, Normani looked amazing in that bodysuit. She looked incredible. She was um, just looked amazing. Now, it was not appropriate for a ballroom dance, and here's why. When you have ballroom dances or whatever, they're so technical and there's so much that goes into it that, especially for a celebrity, a lot of times the long flowy costumes, the dresses and the the pants that are really flowy or whatever really help them a lot because there's a lot of mistakes that could be going on with the legs but and with body contact and stuff, but that dress, that flowy dress that's going to kind of be moving a lot with you is going to conceal, and that is something that was lacking. So a lot of the issues that I saw with this dance, I feel like could have been concealed and could have been hidden, and she might have gotten a perfect score had she had a dress on. Again, she looked great. It would have been amazing dress or amazing costume for like a Latin dance or like jazz or freestyle. Had her freestyle been something more, I guess, upbeat and whatever. But for a quick step, no, it just wasn't good. It just, and I knew when I saw it, I was like, ooh, this is, it's a risk that they took, but it didn't make sense. It was something that never was going to pay off because Lynn in the past has had issues with the way people have dressed. He had issues with like right here, like how this is right here. He had issues with Dimitri in season 9 when they're doing their Viennese waltz. Maya and Dimitri, their week 1 Viennese waltz. He had issues with the fact that Dimitri's shirt was unbuttoned and whatever, and he scored him down 3 points. He gave him a 5, and Carrie Ann and Bruno gave them an 8. So I already knew right then that he was going to have an issue with it. And at first I was like, is she really doing a quick step or is she doing something else? So yeah, I thought there was a lot more content, but I thought there was body contact issues, and there's definitely things going on with her legs, um, and feet and stuff, and it just was really hectic. And another issue with Val's choreography is just things tend to get hectic and whatever, and a lot of times his partners aren't able to keep up. Um, and yeah, it's just kind of he needs to slow down, especially in a quick step that's already fast. You need to kind of slow down so that people can still do it. So their freestyle, they got a perfect score for. Um, it was boring. It was a Viennese waltz. Literally, that's all it was. Um, I had an issue with that because it's like he's pretty much been doing like they said this with Sean Johnson in season 15 that she had been doing freestyles all season when really she had been doing like the dance that they were assigned every single season. And the only dance that they really broke the rules for, and I guess you could consider more of a freestyle, would be their quick step from that season. But even then, it still was a quick step. It still had a lot of quick step. The only thing they did was had lifts and broke hold, but it was still like a true like quick step. This season, Val and Normani have really been doing like freestyles and things all season long. Um, and especially with the addition of contemporary and jazz and the fact that they got both of them, they've really just been doing freestyles all season long. So, this was the time when I was like, you know what? If they go all out for this, then it'll be great. They set the bar high. She can already dance. She doesn't have any content or whatever to fulfill. So do whatever. And they came out with the Viennese waltz. And I was just like, oh, okay. And while it was very good, a very good Viennese waltz, probably her best ballroom dance of the season. Um, Most content, best technique she's had in terms of a ballroom dance this season. Best she's been in hold. I was very underwhelmed because I was expecting so much more. It was just so boring. Like that's it. Like it was just boring. It was good and nice and pretty, but so boring. And you know, that's Val's biggest issue on this show is really just choreography, especially when it comes to the freestyle. I don't think there's ever been a freestyle I've seen from him that I have been like, that's the one. You know, last season was the closest he ever got to that with Lori, and I had issues with that for many different reasons. And even then, like he went to Mandy Moore for help, which was good on his part. But yeah, it just was, you know, he really dropped the ball on that one, and I think it probably cost them. Um, it really probably did cost them the trophy. Not saying that they're going to lose, but I'm saying it probably cost them the trophy. Finally, it was Rashad and Emma. They got perfect score for their Viennese waltz. Um, Amazing, incredible. Just technique was great. I'm so glad the judges finally gave him a perfect score because he's deserved it for so long. And he finally got it, and I'm just so proud of them. And their reaction to it was just so nice to see. They've been holding out the whole season, but yeah, he just was in the zone. He wants to win. You can tell he wanted to get that perfect score. He wants to win. The true athlete and competitive nature in him really came out last night, and you could see it. So yeah, I like that. I really love that Viennese waltz. I really did. Emma's choreography was great. And then their freestyle, another perfect score, amazing. Definitely my favorite freestyle since Amber's freestyle, right? Yeah, because 19, 20, 21, it was in season, yeah, 22. Yeah, definitely my favorite since Amber. Um, hmm It just was great. I love the drumline piece. I love the whole it was just fun. Um, it was just so much fun. I love the fact that he got a chance to kind of add in stuff that he knows and all that, kind of like Amber did for season 17 with the stepping thing. I really liked how Emma was like, you know what? I want this to be more of a team effort. So I'm going to, because I have this sort of vision, I want it to be perfect. So let's cede some of this control to you. And I love that she did that. It was amazing. I loved it. Great. One of my favorite freestyles ever. Amazing. So yeah, that was the end of the night. Um, Tonight is the finale, 2.5 hours. I probably will be missing the first 30 minutes because I'm not trying to sit for 2.5 hours to watch this show. Let me know who you think is going to win. I think it's going to be Rashad that wins. I think he's going to pull it out in the end and win. But yeah, let me know, and I will talk to you all tomorrow with the finale video. Until then, bye.